The Syrian military has always had an advantage because it controls the skies, and as of late, the government has sharply increased its air attacks. The Syrian Observatory for Human Rights says it has documented almost 1,600 hits in rebel-held areas in the past months alone. Some 400 civilians were killed. Some say this could be part of a strategy to get rid of whatever is left of the so-called moderate rebels, while the international community focuses on fighting the Islamic State of Iraq and the Levant.
The regime is pointing its weapons at the opposition. The international coalition is focusing on ISIL, so indirectly the coalition is doing a favor for the regime, since it has less enemies to deal with, and it can freely target the moderates.
And it has. The government seems to want to eliminate them so the international community won't have partners on the ground. Syria's al-Qaeda branch seems to have the same strategy. Earlier this month, al-Nusra Front forced the rebels out of their bases in Idlib province. In other areas, car bombings and improvised explosive devices are being used against those groups allied to the U.S.
The opposition is growing increasingly frustrated. It wants the United States to review its policy. For the rebels, it's not enough to fight ISIL. They want the coalition to target the government as well.
It is not just that. Some people say the strategy is helping the government on the ground.
We have directly helped the Assad regime by hitting Islamic State targets in eastern Syria that were fighting not Iraqis. These Islamic State units were not fighting the moderate opposition. They were fighting the Assad regime.
As part of the strategy, the U.S. plans to train and equip a rebel force. Officials are hoping it would serve as a counterweight to ISIL and a negotiating card with the government. But the opposition wants this strategy to change. It wants better weapons to topple and not talk to the government. Zeina, Khodr, Al Jazeera, Beirut.